Good morning. I literally planned the whole episode of today's Miss Jaga Banyak Diary literally in the 5-6 minutes that I spent in the shower. Shower room is the best place to plan things and sort things out. Take it from me, at least. Actually, guys, there is burning questions that I've always had for people who live alone during this MCO, especially. I'm so curious, how many of you actually wear clothes at home? Imagine, I'm talking about spending 7 to 8, 10 hours. Let me know, please. I would like to know. And then I'll tell you why I ask. Can I? Do you hear that? My washing machine. Now that my cleaner Mala is not allowed in, she's been out of job for as long as the MCO has started. Today I want to give a verbal narrative, a diary of my journey during this MCO thus far, so far. And many of you, I'm sure all of us have each of our own different journey.
Today is about me consolidating what has been happening to me, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and all that.
At the beginning of the MCO, because my parents just moved down, so planning daily cooking, meals, and making videos of how I tried teaching my father how to cook. And
I make a lot of time for me to declutter, clean my place, and spend a lot of time lazing on the sofa as well, reading and all that. So life was pretty good then.
And then the darkness came. Creative people and content providers offering themselves out, and as what they are doing, I feel that was making themselves stay relevant and also being purposeful. So I started asking myself,
but no, it wasn't enough for me to just to just be lazy and just take care of my parents. You see, I'm just restless lah. So
the worth of my being during these tough times. I started doing live streams, but before that I talk about it online and question about the worth of my being, and you responded and say like, Janet, I feel the same way too, it's alright. Do what you feel like doing, but don't do it because you feel pressured. Yeah. In 8 days, I've done 5 live streams on both Instagram and also on Facebook. It felt really good that people are coming together during my live stream and they're chatting, they're connecting, they're checking on each other. Also, they're enjoying music, talking to me about the songs that I was singing and all that. So it felt really good. The fact that I was sleeping so bloody late. So
I told myself, you need to get out of this routine. You need to rest. You need to have it.
On April 15, I finally broke the chain of destructive habits of sleeping super late and waking up very, very late. And yeah, basically not what I want to be, what I want to do.
I woke up at 6:55 and took photos of the sunrise, and I stayed in there and read a bit, and then I got up before 8 a.m, made my lemon water, then I worked out.
And the day was just beautiful.
So recap, I started off taking it easy, just took care of my parents, make videos of the cooking stuff, and then I lazed around, and then I felt bad. Then I did something about it. I started making music. It felt really good, but I wasn't resting enough. And then I broke the habit. I started waking up early, and my workout was more focused, and I was super grateful for. And then
my birthday came. And then Itchy Backside wanted to do a DIY homemade fundraiser for Gibbons Conservation Society. I'm now today, and hopefully for days to come, is to feel safe and grounded. So a good friend of mine, Ching Mei, her advice to my restlessness is, instead of thinking going, just trying to be in the state of being, going, doing. Yeah, I mean, the state of being doesn't mean that you don't do anything. Just know that whatever you are doing is you doing the being. So be yourself and do things that comes naturally to you, and do things that your spirits and your soul need, and not have to keep up with the rest. Wish me luck. that I am able to hold on to this. It's a temporary calmness. But I want to keep this reminder of being and not just going, and feeling not safe because I'm always on the run, running from God knows what. I want to end today's diary with some suggestions for recommended activities to do for the rest of the MCO. First recommendation is, if you are not already doing it, but start exercising. The resources and materials to follow classes and all that are super abundant. So just do something. Exercise. And try to do it daily. That's my first recommendation. Second recommendation is to keep a diary.
This would be a super interesting time to actually keep a diary. If it can be daily, the best. Just write down what you did, what you ate, what you eat, what you say, what you hear, things that I'm sure one day when you look back, they will be super insightful and also very interesting. Trivial they might seem to you today, but I'm a firm believer that all these little details are the stuff that make a life. Even if you do not know what is the purpose and the meaning right now, if you write it down, jot it down, it might be your teacher in future.
And my last recommendation is talk to your neighbors, to get to know your guards, your security guards, and you find that people during this time are friendlier, and they're more ready to engage in conversations. Well, I don't know, at least that's what I find in my building. Thank you for listening. And I actually left out one of the most important message or conversations I had during this period was with Xiang talking about my finance. And I pay bills when I have, and then I try to ignore the balance. It's going down and there's no money coming in, and then I was into escapism.
Change that. He said, no, Janet, go and look at all your bank accounts. Look at all the savings you have. Write down and really plan. Face it. Look at how much cash you have.
Find out for yourself so you don't run away from it. How many months can you sustain with no new income? So you say, look at it, plan your expenses, be frugal, and reach out for help if you need it. That's it. Thank you.